Hey guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to the Fangirl Freaks Out podcast. This is your host, Alyssa, and sadly, this is not a new episode. In fact, this is more of like a quick update on all things Fangirl Freaks Out podcast. Firstly, I want to thank all those who have been tuning in to the podcast so far. It really means a lot to me. Um, Secondly, I would like to apologize for not posting an episode last week, but that kind of leads me into like where we're going with the podcast now. Um, but last week I was dealing with some health issues and things like that, so I wasn't able to record a new episode, sadly. But yeah, so as for where this podcast is going, I actually am switching it from a weekly podcast to a bi-weekly podcast, just to allow myself more time to work on episodes and make sure that they're good quality for you guys and up to like the standards that I have for what I want to do with the podcast, as well as gives me more time to like think up of ideas, because if I want to do this long term, it's gonna be kind of hard to like keep coming up with ideas if I do it weekly. So bi-weekly allows me more time to work on things and like think of things. But yeah, and also too, at the moment I'm currently like in the process of moving. So trying to record right now is a bit difficult, and hence the reason why this is recorded again on my phone like last episode was. But with that being said, I am going to be taking a tiny break from the podcast just so I can focus on moving and like also continue dealing with some current health issues. But fret not, the podcast will be back. I have many ideas for episodes still to come. I've barely touched the surface of like the ideas that I had for this podcast, and I have a strong idea of a new episode 10. Um, is gonna be a doozy, but like I'm excited to record that when I get the chance to. So look forward to that. But I guess we can consider this, even though I said like week 6 or episode 6 was like the mid-season break. I think I'm gonna extend the season or whatever you want to call it, I guess. I don't know if I'm gonna divide this up into seasons or not, but like consider this the mid-season break, and it'll have like originally I wanted to at least get episode 10 out and then like take a couple weeks break just so I could like move and all that, and then come back and then record another 10 episodes before going on a break again or whatever. But I mean, you gotta work with what you got, and things are way more hectic than I had hoped for them to be with this moving process. So sadly I'm not able to record like I had hoped to, unless I do it on my phone. But even then, like on the phone, it's kind of hard to do if last episode was anything to go by. But yes, so I just wanted to quickly update you guys, and to get real-time updates on what is happening with this podcast. It's probably best to follow me on Twitter, because I do update, like I did for last week. I had brought up that I wasn't going to be, or I had tweeted out that I wasn't going to be uploading an episode because of reasons. And also too, I had tweeted about the schedule being switched to a bi-weekly one. So if you want to get live updates, or you want to be up to date with all things Fangirl Freaks Out podcast, then follow me on Twitter, which I just recently changed my @ so it's now at My Hero Corpse on Twitter, spelled exactly how you would expect, at MYHERO ROCORPSE. Yeah, that's how you spell corpse. At My Hero Corpse on Twitter. And yeah, so follow me on there if you want updates on all things Fangirl Freaks Out podcast. That's typically where I'll post about it. But yeah, so this was just a quick little update. I'm sorry if you were expecting an episode that this isn't what that was, but I hope to be back posting at the start of next month at least, because these next couple weeks I have to spend finishing packing up my apartment and then moving, and hopefully by like the first full week of August, that first Saturday of August, I can post. But we'll see. We'll see where I'm at on the whole moving process. But thank you so much for the support so far and for tuning into this little update. And I hope to get a new episode out to you guys relatively soon once all things here settle down. But thank you. Peace.